Hey guys, welcome back to another round of Cyborg Gaming. Today we are going to go through the 8th quest in the Mages Guild. After waiting about 2 days here, we should be able to talk to Hannibal and get the Bloodworm Helm walkthrough quest.
Is in ruins. A course of action. Others felt it appropriate to fight fire with fire, as it were. The Necromancer's amulet and the Bloodworm Helm.
So let's ask about the
group
helm.
Of mages led by Erlav Jarol took the helm. They hope to learn enough from it to find some way to fight Mannimarco. I would like the helm returned so that it may be kept. Karanya insisted on while I do. I fear she help her.
Okay, so that's simple. Let's get out of here. So we need to go get the helmet. If you can't really guess, basically the group that had the helmet got jumped by a good amount of... That's not what I'm looking for. Of necromancers. So scroll out down here by Leowin so I can teleport over to the Drunken Dragon Inn. I'll clip it over here till when we get to the castle. This one should be pretty straightforward for us though. It's a pretty small little castle, and then we need to work our way down as far as we can until we find one of the dead bodies that has the helm. And like I mentioned, let me just clip us over there so you guys aren't watching me run. Looks like about 300 feet. So I'm at Fort Telelman. And let's see if I can find the entrance here. So we already got a zombie. Careful with these guys and all the, different diseases they can give you. And you got the door there, but I'm going to search above really quick and see if I can find anything worth keeping. Nope. Okay. So let's go in here. And yeah, like I mentioned, same thing with every, mission we've gone on so far for the Mages Guild. We are going to get attacked by a bunch of necromancers. So you can already see one there. I don't really need to steal anything from the coffins. And let's be a little sneaky at the beginning, and then I'll probably just kind of rush my way through.
Who's there?
Death is there. Nice. Alright, there we go. Grab some of those. Am I really, let me see what my inventory's at. Okay, so this time I actually am. I don't need that. I should probably go sell. So I've got to be a little bit more careful. Keep grabbing. And keep moving along. So let's get out of sneak and just kind of sprint our way through this. You can see one more necromancer over there. I'll skip grabbing anything from him. Let's hop right over here and keep heading through. So you can see on my map we got a couple coming up. Yeah, keep taking that. I definitely need some gold. Alright, nice little chest. Definitely what I need. I need gold. And let's head through here. It shows somebody popping up on my map, but I do not see them at all. So, zombie, not what I'm looking for. Zombie, not what I'm looking for. Let's go through here and see if this is it. So, let's take a look at the map. It's always a good idea to zoom. Can I zoom out at all? Not really. Okay. But it looks like we're good. So, take out the necromancer. Especially when they start summoning guys, it's just easier to go straight for the necromancer. Oh, there you are. You can see lots of potions. Even if you don't really want them to use them, it's definitely a good idea to go sell them. Oh, something for 2 grand? Fortified Magica? Yes, I'll take that. Alright, let's take out you flaming guys. And take you out. Another chest just right over here. Definitely good to get a gold ring so then you can customize it within the Mages Guild using different soul gems. Ah, interesting. Alright, good little scamp. You're out. Got one more. And I think we're getting pretty close here to the end. So let's take a left off here. And yes, only about 40 more feet, so we should be there in just a second. So you'll run into a lot of these clanfers within the Oblivion gates. You don't really see them too much outside. And I do want that armor set at this point. My armor's been kind of lacking. Oh, okay. But this is basically the dead bodies that we're looking for. I guess it's just Irv. But let's grab that helm. And now we can just get out of here. Let's see if there's a little exit over here for us. Do I really have to go all the way back? Interesting. Okay, alright, let's just sprint right through. And it should just take me a minute to get out of here. And at this point, I gotta go level up and sell some items before we get into the next quest. But really, it's that simple. Even if you're playing on a harder difficulty, you should be able to kind of sneak up on these guys. They don't have the greatest awareness. There is a good amount of enemies, though, for a Mages Guild quest, so just kind of note that. It really shouldn't be too hard to get around the fortress, the castle. So let's go up here. And so at this point, yeah, the mission's more or less over. We're going to go back and talk to him about what we found. Obviously, the death, getting the helm back, things like that. And then I think we only got 3 more quests to go within the Mages Guild before the completion. So for my run personally, I have already completed the Mages, or basically completed the Mages Guild, but the Dark Brotherhood, the Thieves Guild, the Arena, and I'll probably either go right into the Fighters Guild or go and start some of the main mission with the Oblivion Gates. I do kind of recommend actually going to the Oblivion Gates a little earlier, as once you start leveling up, enemies get more difficult, and there are a ton of enemies within the Oblivion Gates. So one time I did go through and do the Battle of Kvatch as like one of the very last things I did, and I was probably in the, I don't know, level 40, 50, whatever it is around there. And it was insanely hard. I was super surprised. I was not expecting that. I knew enemies level up and this and that, but I was confused as hell basically on why I was struggling so much. Side note, but yeah. So now we're back to Hannibal. And let's go here.
Is dead. I tried to warn him. I shall return the helm to a secure place in the tower. It's the least I can do for Erlav. Thank you.
Alright guys, that is the end of this mission. We still have about 3 quests to do with here in the Mages Guild, and I hope you guys found that video helpful, and I'll catch you on the next one.